In 1988, fashion house Comme des Garçons launched Six, an oversized magazine released in tandem with each of their new collections. With a print run of 26,000 copies, the magazine was available for free to customers of the Comme des Garçons boutiques. They were also sent to a select group of journalists and editors. The magazine ran from 1988 to 1991, of which there are 8 issues. Six was a novel and innovative way to communicate fashion. Rather than relying on the traditional method of a lookbook, Six aimed to appeal to one's sixth sense, prioritizing images which, to quote its art director Tsuguya Inoue, are meant to be stimulating, evocative, and provocative. Modernism in the early 20th century was the focus for the debut issue, which coincided with the Spring-Summer 1988 collection. Features on photographer Andre Cortez, pioneering architect Eileen Gray, and artist Jean Cocteau take prominence in black and white images artfully arranged with dancing text. There is also an interview and a quote from fashion designer Yohji Yamamoto, where he offers his perspectives on beauty, fashion, and decoration. Issue 2 is primarily devoted to architecture, with images of the work of Italian architect Pier Luigi Nervi and a portfolio by the artist duo Gilbert and George. It was released with the Fall-Winter 1988 collection. Issue 3, Spring-Summer 89, is the most unusual and intriguing of the issues. French photographer Pierre Boucher, along with Luc Dietrich, who contributed words, and the art direction of the aforementioned Tsuguya Inoue, created Frieze, a 35-page story of photography, collage, graphics, art direction, and poetry. Unfolding like an epic widescreen film on the origins of man and civilization, the images chronicle our astonishing achievements in art, architecture, music, and technology. The human body and our intelligence are exalted in these beautiful images, but there are also warnings and dangers too. With Six, Comme des Garçons places its modernist aesthetic within a historical context. Although its founder and designer Rei Kawakubo has stated that with each new collection she starts from zero, Six lays bare Kawakubo's affinity with the proponents of modernism of the past. Frieze, with its black and white photography, retro representations of progressive technologies, and simple graphics, has more in common with the aesthetic qualities of the first half of the 20th century than 1989. What may have served as inspiration for Frieze is Poème électronique, which was shown at the Philips Pavilion at the 1958 World's Fair in Brussels. The pavilion, commissioned by the Philips Electronics Company and designed by Le Corbusier along with experimental composer Ioannis Xenakis, was used to house a multimedia spectacle of musique concrete by Edgar Varese and projections by Xenakis, which told the story of mankind in 7 stages. This pinnacle of modernism reached 1.5 million visitors. As the introduction to Six number 3, Frieze occupies a full 35 pages before a single garment appears. In fact, Frieze has absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with fashion, or Comme des Garçons for that matter, other than it appears in one of its magazines. It is a wonderfully generous offering, a visual poem, given priority in a space usually reserved for commercial considerations.